Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world, this is the world of Wayne and welcome to a brand new week. We have got the next 4 stages of the Fanhome release of Build the Knight Rider Knight 2000. So we're doing stages 19 to 22 here. We're only going to need the vehicle that we've been working on for one small detail in this. Once that's installed, everything else in here is all standalone. It's all to do with the engine. We're going to be piecing the engine together. Now, if you want to get this for yourself, I have put the link down in the video description there to the Fanhome website. You can get this all the way from pack 1 and build along with me. I'm not sure when it's coming to America or even if it's coming to America. I did see it once on the American site and then it was swiftly taken down, so I haven't even got a clue if this is being released, to be honest with you, and anything that I tell you will be speculating. I get so many emails and comments regarding that and I don't know, but you know what, I really would like to see it over there because there's so many Knight Rider fans for an American show. I would have thought that hopefully it can find its way over there soon, but I'll show you what we're doing now. So without further ado, let's get cracking. So as you can see, this is issue 19. I'm just going to flick through the magazine again just so you can see what sort of things you get in the magazine, all about the series. What I do particularly like, lots of screen grabs for episodes, how they're doing the stunts and stuff. As you can see, in this one, we're going to start to assemble the turbine and connect the fan wiring to the electronic control unit. So this is all standalone, as is all the rest of the magazines here, except for this part here, where we need to retrieve this bit from stage 18 here, and we're just going to connect that from the fan to the control unit, just like that. Once that's done, that's all there is to do in that stage. So we've got the air intake mount and the turbine front looking like this. Now all these, as you can probably hear, are metal. So this is going to take some metal screws. This back is just going to go in like that, and it's going to be held in with AM screws. Now we need to hold that in place from this side because the screws actually go in from the front here, or the front to me. So that's one, and I'll put the second one in just below it. Just to help you out with this sort of like bracket here is actually just off center. So if I'm holding this way round facing me, that should be towards the left hand side of this as I'm looking at it. So if you're looking at it, it should be towards that side. So this nice massive piece of metal looking like that, so much metal in this. I love it when a build's got lots of metal. The turbine front and the mount is just going to go into this side just here. So it's going to go this way round, just over the top like that, and it's going to be held in with GM screws. So that's the first one, and that's the second one. So that's all we're going to be doing regarding the turbine at the moment. I'm going to keep that to one side and bring over the chassis of the car and the part from stage 18. So I've got the 3 tubes that we've got from stage 18. We've got a long one, a medium sized one, and a little baby one. It's the baby one we need first, and it's just going to go on the nipple on the closest fan to the control box here. So probably best I put this on, oops, wiggle it into position there, so that's on there. The other side is going to go into the control box, and we've got 3 nipples on the control box just here. Now this one that we've just put in is going to go on the very top one. Just like that. Then I'm going to take the middle one here, put that on the middle fan. Just like that. That's going to go on the next one down. Little wiggle. There we go, that's in all the way. Now I'm just going to take this pipe out for a second, just so I can get the third one in. Just going to make your life a little bit easier if you are following along with this. So that's those 3 in. Now they seem to have this going underneath these pipes, so I'm going to plug that back into the radiator. So then when it's in, they should look just like that. And that's all there is to do in that stage. So in stage 20, once again, I'll just give you a quick flick through the magazine. showing you again what sort of things you can get in it. Loads of screen grabs, as I said. Makes me want to rewatch the series. And in this one, as you can see, we're going to be putting together the exhaust of the turbine. So we've got a few mounts here. Not a lot to do in this stage, to be honest with you. So when that's finished, it's going to look just like that. So we're just going to take the two halves of the turbine exhaust. They are labelled R, so we know this is the right side. This is one side, this is the other, and these are just going to piece together just like that to make one completed section. We're going to hold them together with two BP screws. Got them here. So that's one. And that one's number two. And quite simply, we're just going to be piecing these together. Again, it's got the R on, so that's the right side. This section is just going to go in here like that, and it's going to be held in by this frame. And again, it's got an R on it, but we want that R to be facing down. So the frame's going to go this way round, and it's just going to keep everything together on there just like that. That's going to be held in with two CP screws. These are quite long screws, but once we've got one in and hold that brace in, not going to be a problem putting the other one in. Those of you who are astute notice that I'm on 7 days accident free. So that's a good sign. So I've got one more just to put through the center there. Get that all the way in. There you go. And that is all there is to do in that stage. This is stage 21 here. Again, just a quick flick through to show you the magazine. All good. We're going to be doing the left exhaust turbine now. So exactly what we've done, just a different way round. So the last two stages, not a lot to do, which does scare me a little bit, because there are some stages of this Knight Rider build where we've had absolutely tons to do. And I do wonder if it could have been, when we get stages like this, if it could have been sort of like distributed a little bit better. But we know what we're doing. So once again, these are labelled L now, just over the top. BP screws again. Just through the two holes here. So one here and one on the other side. But saying that, it's a nice way to spend a Monday morning. It dusts off the cobwebs. Then this is going to go in here just like that. Once again, we've got the cover to put over the top, just like that. And then we're going to hold that in with 3 of the CP screws. Now in the UK, we're supposed to be having a glorious week of weather this week, even though it's cold at the moment, but it is blue skies out there. So we'll have to see. But here's number 2. Very good. And then finally, last one, once again, is just going through the center here, like that. Okay, that's all there is to do in that stage. Which means the last stage, stage 22, again, I'll show you the magazine, looking like this. More screen grabs. As you can see here, we're going to be continuing to work on the right side of the turbine housing. A few more pieces here. We're going to start putting all this together. So at the end of it, we've got a unit that's looking just like that. So these are all the parts we've got here and some screws. I'm looking for the left-hand side of this housing here, looking like that. And it has got an L on there. We need to match that off with the exhaust, which looks like this. And quite simply, that's just going to fit over the top in there like that. So it's in that direction. Turn it over, hold it in place with 2 BP screws. So one there and one just on this side here. Now we're going to be putting another brace in, which is eventually going to help us to piece these 2 bits together. If that's this way round, then the brace is going to go in just like that there. That's going to be held in with BP screws as well. You want to make sure this sits flush because if it doesn't, then you're not going to be able to piece the two bits together. But that is absolutely perfect. Bring over what we worked on in the first stage, which this is all metal, this is all plastic, just so you know. And this is going to be going on this side, being the left hand side of the turbine here. So that's going to go over there just like that. That's going to be held in with GM screws. Obviously these being metal screws, because we are going into that metal base. I don't think I've said it today, have I? So I have put them in some oil. You'd be disappointed if I didn't say that. Okay, here's the second one. Becomes sort of like a channel catchphrase. I never intend on these things to happen. So there we go. So that's now looking just like that. Okay, just put that to one side. We're going to do exactly the same on the right hand side now. So once again, this is just going to go in here like that. Turn it over. BP screws just through this side. So one there and one just here. Perfect. Once again, we've got another mount here. Try and show you that. There's an R on it there. So that's, once again, just going to go into these points here. BP screw at the top. Another one this side. And then in a similar fashion, this is just going to go over the top of these sections here. They're going to be held in with a GM screw. Two of these, so one this side and one the other side. Perfect. So once we've got that, it looks like this. We've just got this metal pin to put in. If we hold it this way round, it's actually going to go in from this side here, and it's going to go all the way through to the other side, and then through the hole in the other side. That's going to keep all of those parts together just like that, and that is all there is to do in that stage. That wasn't just quick, that was like supersonic. So basically what we've done pretty much is just created that in this whole pack, apart from the 3 cables that we put in. So yeah, not a lot to do, a bit disappointing actually, but this might be a side of things to come with the engine, because you just know we're going to have loads to do, I'm sure, when we're building the engine. Now, if you want to get this for yourself, I have put the link down in the video description. You can get this all the way from pack 1, but I really do hope you like that hyper fast video on a Monday morning. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.